welcome back to the Beach Bum Bookworm. I am Tiffany. I'm so glad y'all found me again today. My channel's all about cozy mysteries and romance books. And today I'm here with my cozy mystery wrap up for October. And I want to show you my shirt, Fall for a Great Book. I love this, y'all. Oh, I'm so excited. I love this shirt so much. Oh, it just makes my heart happy. So, but that is it. Let's just get right into these reads. I don't remember how much I read in October. We had the storms. I had a trip to Ashland, Oregon, which there's a full vlog of my Ashland Cozy Mystery Festival vlog. So check that out. It was a whirlwind of a month, and it was fabulous. I mean, the hurricane wasn't fabulous, but you know what I mean. So, lots of, not normal routine, so not as much reading. That's what I was going to say. So let's just get right into what I did read in 3, 2, 1, go. The first book I finished for October was Moonlight, Marshmallows, and Manslaughter right here. This is the 35th book in the Campers and Criminals series by Tonya Kappes, and I am in the sprint to catch her. She is on she just put out 39, I think. I've read 36, which I think you see in this video right here. I don't think I read that in November. Yeah, because it's only the 3rd day of November. I read it in October. Okay, so then now I'm reading number 37 currently, and then I'm immediately going to go into 38, which is still on audio, and then I'm going to eyeball read number 39 real quick, because then I'll be caught up. I have sprinted to the end. I caught her. I cannot believe it. I'm so excited. I'll be caught up for a whole 3 days, and it's going to feel so good. Okay, so this one, let's talk about Moonlight, Marshmallows, and Manslaughter. So Campers and Criminals features our gal Mae West, and no relation. And in the beginning of the series, Mae is married to a businessman, and it turns out he was a criminal, and he was arrested, and all of his assets were seized except for this little campground in Normal, Kentucky, where nothing's normal. So Mae goes, fixes it up, and makes it the success it is, and I love that for her, and I think that's such a cool premise. There's so much fun in this series because there's a lot of community gathering. They do like a almost like a progressive potluck every night. So anybody who wants to join and bring something, and they kind of travel to each RV spot or camp spot and partake in whatever that community is offering. And I love that so much. There's also a group called the Laundry Club Ladies, and they're mainly gossip, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, but they do help solve the crime from time to time. They sure do. Dottie is she is on it. She is on it. So in this one, there is, what was it called? A National Wildflower Week. And this botanist who was renowned for his research ends up dead. And of course, just like all of these, there is numerous people that could have, would have, could have, should have killed them. And the other thing about this one, I end up giving this one 4 stars, 3.5, I rounded up to 4, was interesting because there was a lot on the politics of environmental groups and stuff like that, which are and agendas and stuff like that, which was really kind of interesting. Really enjoyed it. 4 cups of coffee. And of course, I will continue. If not, you heard all my babbling about catching her. I'm so excited for that. Next up, I read Hot and Sour Suspects. This is the 8th book in the Noodle Shop series by Vivien Chien. This series has become one of my favorites. I absolutely love it. I feel like it gets better each time. I gave this one 5 big cups of coffee. This one was really fun because there was Lana agrees to host a speed dating night at Holy Noodle House. And one of the fellow Asian community shop owners, she comes in and she's very spiffed up, and that's not kind of her normal routine. And she meets a guy and she is very excited. And she's like, I'm going to leave with this guy. And they're like, whoa, that maybe not the smart thing to do, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, no, he's fabulous. He's great. And then as she's, someone comes up and confronts that guy. Another woman comes up and confronts that guy, and she's yelling at him and saying what a horrible person he is. And I think that's what brought over Lana and her best friend Megan to see the other person that I was telling you about that owns another shop in the Asian community, in the Asian district. So I think that is what happens. And they're like talking to her and they're like, oh, do you think this is the best idea? You just met him. And now this woman's saying, he's kind of bad news. And she's like, no, I think he's fabulous. We're going to go. So she leaves with him and he ends up dead. And a lot happens in this that really lends to you thinking that it's her. And Alana's trying to figure out, because she knows that's not the case. Then there's just a lot of twists and turns in this one. I really enjoyed the speed dating. I love Lana. I love her boyfriend. It was just a really, really fun installment. Every time I get to see the Mahjong ladies, I enjoy them. They're a group of older women that come in every single day, order the exact same thing, and they're kind of like the laundry club ladies of the noodle shop, of Holy Noodles, and I love them so much. You really get a good glimpse of the Mahjong ladies in book number, I think it's 6, because they are directly involved in what happens with the murder. So that was really fun. Gave this one 5 stars. Really love this series. Next up, I read Fatal First Edition right here. This is Library Lovers number 14. I gave this 5 stars. There was travel in this one, which I usually really like because I feel like it takes them out of their element. We see them in a new dynamic, which I really, really enjoy. But one of the things I love about the Library Lovers is the lemon. It's lemon. I love the lemon. And so obviously you don't see her very much because they've traveled. I did think this was really neat because they traveled to this rare book exhibit and they're going to see, what is her name? Brooklyn Wainwright, which is the main character in the Bibliophile series by Kate Carlisle. So I thought that was a really neat crossover. And they're at this conference or award ceremony at the conference, something like that. There's a banquet going on. And underneath Lindsay's seat, there is a tote bag that has a really rare edition of Strangers on the Train. Is that what it's called? Let me see my notes. Strangers on the Train. And it's been inscribed to Alfred Hitchcock. Talk about a amazing, rare, probably very valuable book, right? And so Lindsay's like, what in the world is going on? And she passes it along. Well, actually, it's kind of taken from her, but not in a way, but anyways. And they are leaving, they're going back home, and there is rumors on the train that the book has gone missing. And then they find the director of the conference dead. And it was so good. I really, really, really enjoyed this installment. Such a fun series. I did miss the lemon though. 5 stars. Next up, I read the 3rd book in the Record Shop Cozy Mystery series. It's called Rhythm and Clues. This is by Olivia Blacke. I love this series, y'all. I give this 4 cups of coffee. This was so fun. So the 3 sisters own a record shop. Their family had owned the record shop in the heyday of records. And then it kind of closed when CDs and cassettes kind of, phased out records. And then now we all know that records have really made a comeback. And so the sisters reopened the store, which I think is a very cool idea. And they have a coffee shop in the store, and the coffee is named after music. I can't think of one of the names, but it'll be a pun off music and coffee combined. Love it, love it, love it. I wish I could remember one of the names because they are very cute. So, Sip and Spin Records, which is the name of their shop, is kind of still really struggling, because in this economy, it makes sense that people can't afford maybe some of the stuff that we used to be able to afford besides groceries. So there's some investors that really want them to give them or sell them the business or give them the business and the under disguise that it'll be good for them, sort of thing. And one of the head investors ends up dead. He had known Junie from college, I think it was. And he had actually like spread some rumors that they had been together because he was a womanizer. And she's like, I don't know if he just was lying or if he has been with so many people he doesn't remember. But we were never together. This series is so much fun. There's a big storm in this one. So it's almost like a closed circle due to weather inclements, which I thought was really, really interesting. But since it wasn't just like snowed in, you get the snowed in a lot, but this was like there was a thunderstorm and there was flooding, and so roads were blocked and that sort of thing, and so everybody's kind of trapped where they are, and it was really, really good. I enjoyed this one a lot. Next up, I read Hot Pot Murder. This is the second book in the LA Night Market Cozy Mystery series by Jennifer J Chow. I gave this one 3.5 cups of coffee, rounded up to 4. Really, really enjoyed it. So Yale and Celine have a night market booth, and it's going very, very well. And they're invited to this exclusive dinner for like restaurant owners, like the Restaurant Owners Association sort of thing. And at the dinner, the president of the association dies, and it's like poisoning in the moment. And so everybody like thinks that whoever did it has to be right there. So again, is it closed or was someone able to kill him in some other way? Really, really fun and interesting. Enjoyed this one. Gave it 4 cups of coffee. Next up, I read number 4 in the Spice Shop series. It's called Try Another Day. This is by Leslie Budewitz. I gave this 3 cups of coffee. I did enjoy this. I don't know if I'll continue this series. There's just so many other series I want to read. So this series takes place at the Seattle Fish Market, and our main character, Pepper, owns a spice shop there. And she is getting a massage, and as she's like walking up the stairs, there's a business below the massage parlor, and it's a vintage shop, which is very cool, and it's owned actually by a friend of Pepper's. And she's walking up the stairs and she hears an argument going on, and she does recognize Amy's voice, which is her friend. She keeps going, and later her massage therapist is interrupted at the massage to a medical emergency, and it is one of the vintage shop's employees. So not Amy, but one of her employees. And Pepper is like, okay, I got to help my friend out. I got to figure out what's going on. I did enjoy that there was a lot about chai, which I thought was really interesting. Again, I give this 3 cups of coffee. Next up, I read The Proof is in the Poison. This is the second book in the Southern Homebrew Cozy Mystery series. This is by Diane Kelly. I gave this 5 cups of coffee. This was such a fun installment. So our main character is, what is our main character's name? Hattie. She is taking her moonshine on the train. Yes, she goes to the Chattanooga Choo Choo Train Convention. I remember that name. I don't even need to look at my notes for that because I loved it so much. So she's at a train convention. They're very serious about trains. And one of the attendees who is in like the big competition for his train setup ends up dead after drinking Hattie's moonshine. And so she's like, whoa, absolutely not. So she's going to figure out what's going on. I loved this one so much. I cannot wait to read the next one. 5 stars. Next up, I read Murder with a Hint of Pumpkin Spice. I gave this 4 cups of coffee. Really enjoyed it. This is by Laura M. Drake, and I can't wait to read the next one. So this one, our main character, Harper, she takes over her grandmother's bookstore after she passes on. And when she gets there, her grandmother has left her a note that she left her some money. And she's like, go up, and she tells her exactly where it is, and the money's not there. In the meantime, Harper finds out that the shop's landlord, and it's kind of in a downtown business where there's several different shops, is kind of shaking him down. He's an evil guy, that sort of thing. And he's like, you might as well just sell me. I don't know if it's sell me, but like leave this because you're not going to be able to make rent. And basically he wanted that area for something else. So we find that guy dead in her shop, the investor or whatever he is. I think he's just like a property investor. And in the meantime, there are so many cozy details to this. This is a fall festival of fun. There's just so many fall details, and we meet two brothers who Harper is coming off a very bad relationship, and when she meets these two brothers, she's attracted to both of them. One of them is very sweet and one of them is very standoffish. And she finds out that her and them were very close to her grandmother. They did a lot for her grandmother, and her grandmother thought a lot of them. And so that was really fun to see that relationship build. And I just loved all the fall cozy elements. Such a good read. I cannot wait for number 2. I gave this 4 cups of coffee. Next up, I read Film Cruise and Rendezvous. This is the second book in the Jules Keene Glamping Cozy Mystery series. This is by Heather Widner, and I loved it. I gave it 5 cups of coffee. I loved it so much. So in this small little town, there is a soap opera that's come to town and kind of set up, and the town is, you know, just very abuzz with all the happenings. And all of them are staying at Jules's glamping resort. And some of them are more divas than others, but there's lots of secrets, lots of drama, and really the real life could be the soap opera itself, right? And so one of the head writers is really nasty. She's not happy with the room. She's not happy with the noise. She's not happy with the water. You name it, she's not happy with it. Well, a lot of people weren't happy with her, and she ends up dead. And so Jules is trying to figure out what's going on because it was at her, her resort. And she's like, no, this does not work. And so it was so much fun. I love when there's a movie or a TV show or a film crew, and it was really fun for a soap opera because, there was, like I said, so much dramatics behind the camera. It could have been a soap opera in itself. So loved it. Can't wait for the next one. So good. That was my last book for October. I want to know what your favorite read in October was. I read so many good ones. I gave so many 5 stars this month. I rate purely on my enjoyment and feeling in the moment. So there you go for that. But let me tell you, I think my favorite for the month, because it was just so fall fantastic. It was fall fantastic. Ooh, there we go. Fall fantastic was Murder with a Hint of Pumpkin Spice. I loved it so much. I can't wait for the second one. All right, everybody. Give me a big thumbs up for this video. And until next time, may all your future reads be 5 stars. Bye, everybody.